A penny for your thoughts. The superintendent answers questions regarding the proposed penny sales tax.
AT&T makes a connection with the Palm Beach County School District. See how the pair is dialing up support for foster kids in our schools.
Local students headed to the White House, their view of the world they'd like to live in.
And serving up something special in our school cafeterias. It's all about breakfast, lunch, and diners.
Hi, and welcome to Spotlight on Education. I'm Claudia Shea.
And I'm Rick Blackwell. Our top story, staying informed about the proposed penny sales tax makes perfect sense.
And that's the opinion of hundreds of people who attended a community meeting detailing the purpose of the tax and how the money raised would actually be spent.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present.
Hundreds of community members and local leaders gathered at Boynton's Valencia Isles as the Coalition of Boynton West Residential Associations hosted an informational meeting for guests to learn more about Palm Beach County's proposed 1-cent sales surtax. If voters approve the measure, Palm Beach County Public Schools would receive 50% of all revenue raised. The county government and cities would split the remaining 50%. The surtax is expected to generate $2.7 billion over a 10-year period. If that dollar amount is reached earlier, the tax would be terminated at that time. County and school district officials answered numerous questions from guests about how the money would be spent. Superintendent Robert Avosa explained that the proceeds would only be used for capital expenditures, including upgrading technology, enhancing security, purchasing school buses and other vital equipment, and mostly updating and repairing the district's aging school buildings.
And the reality is we haven't been able to keep up with it. So we've been using duct tape and super glue to try to keep the schools running, and complaint after complaint about air quality, air conditioning's breaking down. This is not bells and whistles, guys. This is really the fundamental. And so we, as a school system, we have no other option.
Speakers also clarified what would and wouldn't be taxed.
We do not tax food as they do in other states. We do not tax most medicines either. And in addition, there is a cap. The sales tax only applies to the first $5,000.
In other words, that extra 1 penny would only apply to the first $5,000 of a large purchase. Palm Beach County's proposed 1-cent sales surtax will appear on the November 8th ballot. For more information on how specifically the tax would be spent, visit onecounty1penny.org.
Palm Springs Middle School has cooked up some innovative ways to increase student attendance on late start and early dismissal days. Those are days which afford educators a couple of hours of professional development training.
Our hopes is by incorporating these fun, hands-on activities that embase real-world application, that they're going to want to come to school on these days.
By doing STEM experiments on campus these days, more students want to attend. So far, it's working, with all the seats filled and students learning how important it is to go to grow.
Speaking of important, wanted, positive role models.
That's the message going out as the district, along with the Florida Department of Education, marks Dad's Take Your Child to School Day on September 28th. But you don't have to be a dad to make a positive impact on a child's life. That's the lasting message. Research shows that having an involved father or an active male role model increases a child's self-esteem and a child's odds of academic success.
We're talking now about a huge honor for some local students and their teachers. They're headed to the White House.
The group from Elbridge Gale Elementary School submitted a video that was selected as a finalist in the 3rd annual White House Film Festival.
Yeah, and here's a clip from that video with the theme, The World I'd Like to Live In.
This is a story about humanity's heart desire for a different world. I may be only 9, but once upon a time, I arrived as the new girl.
Young people taking a serious look at some real-life issues.
But for this moment, at least, that's all been replaced with excitement. They're hoping to meet President Obama.
We'll keep you posted on their trip. And And you know, they're not the only ones with their sights set on our nation's capital. The Spanish River High School's Silver Sound Marching Band is hard at work on the field and off. The group was invited to take part in what could be the performance of a lifetime at the National Independence Day Parade. But this prestigious invitation comes at a price. The school anticipates 100 students will make the trip at a cost of about $150,000. So if you would like to help the students, donations can be mailed or dropped off in person at Spanish River Community High School.
The district played host to scores of students, teachers, and other staff as they honored the legacy of the United States Constitution. About 200 students in the district's pre-law and criminal justice academies packed the boardroom. There they learned more about the law and the justice system from members of the Palm Beach County chapter of the American Board of Trial Advocates. On September 17th, we commemorate the signing of the U.S. Constitution.
And of course, Rick, peace is obviously a cornerstone of the American dream.
And students throughout Palm Beach County and the world have a unique way of expressing their feelings about peace and the struggles they see. Students at Hammock Point Elementary School in Boca Raton created pinwheels in all shapes and sizes as part of an art installation project. The students use the pinwheels for peace to show their feelings about things like war and peace, living in harmony and tolerance.
Two art teachers in Broward County came up with this Pinwheels for Peace art installation activity, and it's spread throughout the world. And there's about 10 schools in Palm Beach County participating in it, and Hammock Point is one of them. The way that our school is celebrating Peace Day is by making the pinwheel spin outside, and so that the local community can drive by and see that we are united in celebrating this occasion.
Last year, there were more than 2 million pinwheels spinning throughout the world. We've been following the story of Park Vista teacher, coach, and lifesaver Lisa Almashi here on Spotlight.
And Lisa was just honored by the Palm Beach County School Board for her heroism. She jumped into the rough surf to help save the life of an unconscious man.
And recently, I was at Park Vista as Lisa was honored by her peers as well. 150 teachers gathered inside the Media Center at Park Vista High School for what was supposed to be a typical staff meeting. Then came a surprise announcement from Anna Stewart, the manager of the Drowning Prevention Coalition of Palm Beach County.
I kind of sort of tricked you, I'm sorry.
Stewart appeared in the Media Center to present ESOL teacher Lisa Almashi with a certificate of heroism.
For saving an unconscious man from floating face down in the ocean after being caught in a rip current on August 28, 2016. So thank you for your heroism, and I'm sure that man is very grateful to be alive today.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Lisa received a hug and a standing ovation from her colleagues.
That was a first for me. That's going to go down as one of the highlights of my, not even career, my life. Because our teachers here are amazing. We have the best faculty in Park Vista. I think they're amazing, and for them to stand up for me.
Last month, Lisa dove into the ocean at Delray Beach to help a man who was not moving and facing down after struggling in rough surf. Lisa helped bring the man to shore. Lifeguards say she helped save his life.
I think there was an alignment of stars or something. Everything just came together that day with her strong swimming capabilities, her knowledge about water, that she was able to save this man's life, and we just wanted to recognize her for it.
This is just the second time in 13 years that Anna has awarded a certificate of heroism. Lisa was honored by the recognition. She says teachers do incredible things all the time.
I started thinking about teachers, and I started thinking about how amazing we are because we save lives every day.
Almashi is the girls' diving coach at Park Vista High School. She credits the required CPR and first aid class she was required to attend at the start of the school year for helping her with the rescue. The man did survive, thanks to this dive coach diving into action.
In 2008, the Florida legislature passed a statute which designates the first 2 weeks of October as Disability History and Awareness Weeks.
To comply with this, the Department of Exceptional Student Education, or ESE, has set up a new webpage at palmbeachschools.org/ESE. ESE. Right there at your fingertips. You're going to find all sorts of resources which might be helpful to parents, schools, and members of our community. Local elementary school students, they're feeling the love after a lesson in literacy.
And you know what? It's all thanks to the West Palm Beach Rotary and its We Care volunteer service project.
In the summer, Cesar was 10, the trees around the ranch began to wilt.
West Palm Beach Police Chief Brian Cumberland and other community leaders shared lessons in literacy with students at UB Kinsey Palmview Elementary School.
Reading a cookbook.
This was all part of the West Palm Beach Rotary's We Care volunteer service project. We Care is an acronym for Winning Endeavors and Collaborations Achieve Reading Excellence. This show of community support speaks volumes to children.
It shows the kids that they're loved and they're supported, not by just mom and dad, but from my teachers, from the community. We teach them about taking care of their community, keeping it beautiful, and just helping each other.
Children here certainly feel the love and understand the big picture when it comes to the importance of reading.
So when you get older and you get a job, if your boss gives you a paper and you don't know how to read, you won't know what it says, and you won't know if it's your paycheck or if it's your fired slip or something.
Makes sense. Efforts supporting literacy go hand in hand with the district's goal of increasing reading on grade level by 3rd grade.
Repeat after me, ready? I promise to practice my reading and work harder than most students so that I can be the best that I can be. Awesome. Let's give everybody a round of applause.
And now it's time to applaud students and staff in a segment we call Honor Roll.
Our first shout out goes to 3 teachers: Tracy Smith from Bach, Alexandria Liang from J.C. Mitchell, and Alicia Foy from Ponciana Elementary. They were recognized by the school board and in Washington, D.C. for excellence in mathematics and science teaching.
The school board also recognized bus driver Renaud Antoine for outstanding customer service. He was awarded an MVP game ball for his compassion and actions in helping a first-time bus rider who became a bit confused on his way home.
And the group of students from Polo Park Middle School, they've got a lot to be proud of. These students are each holding certificates awarded by Florida Governor Rick Scott. The students were honored after receiving perfect scores on an EOC or FSA assessment.
And kudos to the chorus at Dwyer High School. The singers performed in the Mass National Youth Choir at Carnegie Hall in New York City.
And finally, way to go, Wellington Elementary. Safety patrollers there recently thanked sheriff's deputies for their service to the community. And students gave deputies goodie bags. You know, Claudia, we know as parents that teenagers search and need their independence. But it's also a time when parents play an important role.
And unfortunately, for many foster students in our school district, they just really don't have that support system.
And recently, the program received a big boost from a corporate partner. During a ceremony at Forest Hill High School, AT&T donates $500,000 to the nonprofit organization ChildNet to help local foster care students. The donation benefits the Best Foot Forward program, helping students take a giant step in achieving their goals.
One thing I love about this district is that people truly believe that all children should have an opportunity to see their full potential.
Students like Ari Morales, a senior at Forest Hill High School. Ari admits growing up in the foster care system and not being able to have the support of parents has been difficult.
I always went day by day, and I didn't see anything of it in the beginning until I started turning 16, 17, and I realized that a support system is necessary to stay on the right track.
With the Best Foot Forward program, Ari meets with a graduation coach every week. The program also provides him with tutoring services and a mentor he can count on.
They really get into it with you, and they know you on a personal level, and they try to help you succeed.
Palm Beach County School Superintendent Dr. Robert Avosa at the check ceremony expressed his appreciation for business partners like AT&T and programs like Best Foot Forward.
We're a great place to invest dollars to make a difference in the lives of our children. There's nothing more important than that. And we're so blessed here in Palm Beach County to have partners like AT&T to step up. $500,000 is a pretty significant investment, and we're so pleased that it's going to kids who might otherwise not have seen the kind of success that they're seeing.
Great to see that bond between the students and the graduation coaches. And again, thanks to AT&T, $500,000 donation.
Unbelievable. That's a great story, Rick. You know, the school district boasts more than 280 choice and career academies, offering students hands-on learning and industry certifications in a great variety of fields.
Let's head over to Krista McAuliffe Middle School, where reporter Jacob Ikas tells us all about the TV Academy there.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi, Rick and Claudia. Let's give you a behind-the-scenes look at the Information Communication Technology Academy. We do lots of cool stuff here, starting with the morning news show we produce every day. Part of what makes this academy so much fun and so interesting is that it's hands-on. We work on computers, we work with cameras and other audio-visual equipment. We write newscasts, we interview interesting people, and we're getting real-world experience in the process.
So I teach digital media production classes and live television production classes, and in my classes, students learn all about how to tell stories using visual elements. It's a super important skill for 21st century students because when they go away to college and when they go into the workforce, they're going to end up needing these kinds of skills. Everybody's making videos and podcasts and content that involves digital media production. So this is the kind of skill that they can take forward into high school, college, and beyond.
In addition to producing news for our school, we'll also be contributing stories to your newscasts on a regular basis. This academy teaches students all sorts of communications and IT skills that will prepare us for high school, media, or technology programs and set us up to learn industry certifications in areas such as web and software development. So that's a brief look at our ICTA Academy. We look forward to sharing more stories with Spotlight on Education throughout the year. Back to you, Rick and Claudia.
Thanks a lot, Jacob. We love our student reporters, and we'll be checking back in.
There's proof that often some of the best learning is also fun. Just ahead on Spotlight, see where students are making mazes.
And a local cross-country runner is #1 in the nation. We'll show you why the future looks so bright for this Jupiter High School freshman.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Welcome back to Good Sports, right here on Spotlight on Education. I'm Rick Blackwell. You know, one of the real joys of covering high school sports inside the Palm Beach County School District is following the careers of our young student athletes after they leave high school. Now, many continue playing sports in college. Some even make the pros. Recently, we saw former Dwyer High School football player Jacoby Brissett starting at quarterback for the New England Patriots. In 2015, Boynton Beach High School graduate Lamar Jackson, now at the University of Louisville, Lamar is a leading contender for the Heisman Trophy. The Heisman Trophy given to college football's best player. Right now, Lamar Jackson is leaping over the competition. The Boynton Beach High School grad has 25 touchdowns through 4 games this season at the University of Louisville. 13 of those scores through the air. Lamar has 1,301 passing yards and 510 rushing yards. He's on pace to score 75 touchdowns this season. Now, anyone who saw him play or practice at Boynton Beach High School knew he had talent. His senior season, he led the Tigers with 35 touchdowns. And I had a chance to interview Lamar when he was at Boynton Beach High School. The star quarterback over here at Boynton Beach is Lamar Jackson. First of all, Lamar, we were just talking about what a season last year. 9-1. Individually, you played amazing. When you reflect on last year, what are your thoughts? Do you feel like I can even do better than last year? What is your sense of where you are individually and this Boynton Beach team collectively?
I really feel I can do better because like my stats in throwing, it wasn't like really where I wanted to be. I'm trying to like reach my goal of 2,000, 3,000 yards throwing, but I end up running like almost more than I threw. So I think I can do better.
Now to a local runner who is #1 in her age group. Jupiter High School freshman Allie Del Rey, seen here on the right in this lead pack of runners, won the National Junior Olympic Track and Field Championship in the 3,000 meters this summer in Sacramento, California. In her first meet as a high school competitor, Allie came in first place at this meet at Dyer Park in West Palm Beach with a time of 19 minutes and 3 seconds.
I know I can go faster. Like, I didn't want to push myself, and today I just wanted to see how it was, cross country was, because this was my first meet.
Allie, seen here with her Jupiter teammates, enjoys being a part of this very fun group.
I like being with the team, and I'm meeting new people, and we're cheering each other on, and it's really fun to just be out here.
Allie likes to run with her twin sister Peyton. She logs a lot of miles, but Allie says she enjoys the workouts.
It keeps my mind off of like homework, school, anything that's like, if I've had a bad day, I know I can go run and I'll feel better after and keep my head off of things.
Right now, Allie has the fastest time of any Florida freshman girl. It may be hard, but we're going to try to keep up with all her accomplishments.
You know, sports really does bring out the best in students, and so does an interesting and creative curriculum.
Lots of examples of that in this week's edition of Learning is Fun.
Our first stop, Sandpiper Shores Elementary School, where STEAM activities have students riveted. Students are practicing their cooperative skills to create marble mazes out of paper, tape, and paper towel rolls.
And now to Palmetto Elementary School, where students and staff participated in International Dot Day. This is all in recognition of the classic storybook, The Dot, by Peter H. Reynolds. Students and staff dressed and decorated in theme.
Students at Boca Community High School enjoyed a visit from an honored guest. Florida's Lieutenant Governor, Carlos Lopez Cantera, was touring South Florida and decided to stop in and meet the students and staff. There's much more coming up right here on Spotlight, including a look at events coming up that you won't want to miss.
And see why kids say some of the hottest items on the menu right now are really out of this world.
Ooh, a penny! You see this penny? My mom told me not to pick it up because it's sturdy and it's just a penny. But just a penny can add up when it's combined with a whole bunch of other pennies. Don't tell my mom, but I pick up pennies whenever I can, and then I wash my hands. I find them on the sidewalk, the washing machine, between my mom's seats. I find lots of them in between my mom's car seats. This November, I'm not the only kid that's counting on a penny. The penny sales tax will give district schools $1.35 billion to improve technology in our schools. It would replace old school buses. A lot of our schools will get things fixed that need fixing, like roofs and air conditioning units. And we'll be able to make our schools safer with security enhancements. That sounds pretty awesome to me. But I'm not a grown-up, and I can't vote. But you're a grown-up and you can vote. A penny might not seem like much, but it means a whole lot to us. Think about it. All that spare change can add up. One county, one penny. A penny counts. Election Day is November 8th.
Welcome back to Spotlight on Education.
A University of Pennsylvania study concluded that children who eat breakfast scored significantly higher on their IQ tests.
Every child can eat a free breakfast inside the Palm Beach County School District. Now, recently, I was at Timber Trace Elementary School in Palm Beach Gardens celebrating School Breakfast Week. Every school day, over 44,000 students line up in cafeterias across Palm Beach County for a delicious and nutritious free breakfast.
Choices today are the Big Dipper French Toast, the Deep Space Donut, or the Cosmic Cereal.
A multiple choice question from Timber Trace Elementary School cafeteria manager Chantel Pelton. Sure to put a smile on every child's face.
I think it's a phenomenal job that I have knowing that the first stop they make is with me, fueling their brains.
And every Palm Beach County student can enjoy this free breakfast every school day. Food for thought. Providing a breakfast improves their alertness, comprehension, memory, and learning.
And the fact that we know that they're not going to school, to class hungry, and they can concentrate, it's wonderful.
Also wonderful, friends like Carl and Caesar sharing stories over apple slices and cereal.
Can I tell you all about it? Sure. You talk with your friend to start a perfect good day. My friend Caesar, I will always stand up for him no matter what. And I want to give it to all those kids out there. Be amazing.
Principal Kathy Pasquarello says breakfast time at Timber Trace helps the students make the transition from home to school.
Now it's time for me to be in this safe place, to be in this place where I can have a good breakfast, talk with my friends, and enjoy my day.
She enjoys the quality time she has with the students during breakfast.
What do we have that's good for us? That works? Juice.
The truth is, everything on the menu is good for these kids.
Donut.
Even the donuts are whole grain. All meals meet federal nutrition standards, limiting fat, calories, and sodium.
It gets your brain ready to learn, and it's the most important meal of the day.
Smart kids who benefit from a wonderful breakfast. Who knew there was a healthy donut? Really had a great time at Timber Trace Elementary. Congratulations to everyone on Breakfast Week.
A guilt-free donut, gotta try that. Okay, time now to check out our community calendar for important events throughout Palm Beach County.
Alamanda Elementary School is holding a book fair family night. This event features entertainment and takes place October 5th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Call 561-803-7200 for more information. Parents and students are invited to the school district's Showcase of Schools. This is your opportunity to learn all about the schools throughout the district and their career and choice programs. Join us October 18th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Expo Center at the South Florida Fairgrounds. Jupiter Community High School is holding its annual college fair on October 19th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. More than 100 colleges and universities will be represented. And A.W. Dreyfus School of the Arts invites you to its open house events. The first is for prospective students interested in communications, dance, digital media, theater, or visual arts. This takes place November 2nd from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. The second open house takes place on November 10th, also from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. This event is for students interested in band, piano, strings, or vocal. No reservations are required.
Remember, we want to share your news about what's going on in education. And if you have an event or something else that you think is newsworthy, send it to goodnews@palmbeachschools.org.
And that's going to do it for this week's edition of Spotlight on Education, presented by the Education Network, keeping you informed.